Good morning, dear students. Welcome to teaching learning session. And in our retail management course, today we'll discuss about retail on the basis of ownership and retail on the basis of location strategies. Right? Both are very important. Ownership and location strategy both plays a very important role in the success of retail, right? Then on the basis of ownership, the retail industry has developed a wide variety of ownership arrangements over a time, depending on how well the approach is implemented. Each ownership format fills a specific market niche. The following structures are most widely used. See, as I told, that ownership is one of the important factor which plays in the very important role in the success of the uh, retail, right? So it caters the many approaches has been implemented over a period of time, and for this format, the ownership format fills the specific market niche. There are various structures. The first one is the independent single store ownership structure. As the name indicates, independent single store ownership structure. The independent store take advantage of the niche market of the customer and treat them with the friendliness and the informality. Right? Independent or a single store, independent store is like where there is an store, and single store ownership structure, that the owner is the one and they have a single store in the locality or in the area, right? They have a store, they own a single store in that particular area, and they cater the needs of that particular area, right? So independent stores takes an advantage of a niche market of the customer, and they treat their customers with informality and the friendliness, because they know each other. It's crucial to communicate by the word of mouth. The merchant should not try to service an excessive number of consumer or engage the price competition, right? So single store, the independent or the single store ownership is like your kirana store in your colony. That is the independent or a single store ownership structure, where there is an owner and they own that shop, and they have a single shop right in that locality, and they cater the needs of that locality, right? And they treat their customer with the informality and friendliness, because everyone knows each other, and the word of mouth plays an important role in this. The communication, that is when you advertise through word of mouth that he or she has opened a store, and that he's providing these goods, or are these services, right? And when you treat your customers with informality and friendliness, then it plays an important role. Then the word of mouth plays an important role in the independent or the single store structure. These merchants should not try to service an excessive number of consumer because of their limited capacity, right? So should not try to service an excessive number of the consumer because of their limited capacity, because of their limited manpower. Should not ever try to service an excessive number of the consumer, because it will impact the services, or engage in the price competition. Never engage in the price competition, because it could create a problem, right? Then the corporate chain store profits from their well known brands, right? Already well established brands, that is the corporate chain stores profits. How they profit from their brands. Economies of scales and opportunities for mass advertising, because they are corporate chain stores, they have a money, they can mass advertise about their product. Economics of scales could be there, because they have a money and they can purchase directly from the manufacturer, or can manufacture their product by their own, right? And they are well known brands. They should uphold their reputation everywhere they do business, and be willing to adjust as the market requires. And it is the requirement of the corporate chain stores to meant to uphold their reputation, right? Reputation plays an important role. So corporate chain stores are important. Then the franchising. Due to franchisee investment and the encouragement of franchisee to become owner operator, franchisor have a wide geographic reach. They should not become hindered in the policy disagreement with the franchisee or impose disproportionate royalty payment. What is franchising? Franchising is when someone wants to use the name of a you use the name or use the model of a particular brand or a particular store. Then yeah, then one has to pay the royalty fees to use that model or to use the model of that business or the name of that business, right? So franchisee in this are the owner this mm, uh, they become the owner operator, and the franchisor have a and in this way the franchisor have a wide geographic reach, and the franchisor become a wide geographic reach when they and that the person who has uh, uh, taking the franchisee has to pay the royalty fees to the franchisor. Leased stores and the department. Then next is the on the basis of ownership. If we say leased store and the department, leased department gives us store owners and outside parties the chance to collaborate and improve the shopping experience while splitting the cost and the resources. They should not damage the store reputation or put the lessee under the undue pressure to increase the foot traffic. So, leased store and the department. What is the leased store and the department? Right? The leased department gives store owners and outside parties to chance the collaborate and improve the shopping experience. Vertical market sales system is there. The vertical integrated channel allows a company more control over the sources of supply, but it should not offer customer too few option or a retail locations. Vertical system is when the vertical integrated channel is that allows a company to have more control over the supply, but it should not offer the customer a few options and the retail location. We discuss about all these things in detail in our previous lectures. Then the consumer cooperative, due to the shared ownership of the warehouse and pool purchasing, cooperatives provide members with the cost saving. They should not set unrealistic expectations for the member participants or build facilities that significantly increases the price. The consumer cooperative is when the consumer cooperate with that due to the shared ownership of a warehouse, and the pooled purchasing cooperative provide membership with the cost saving. And then the dealership, the system function as a hybrid of the franchisee and independent store, and the licensor is not entitled to any royalty or fees. Network marketing, we all know this is a retail business concept where the person make a commission by selling the company's good to the friends, families, members, and the other customers. Example is Oriflame. Independent single store ownership structure, that is huge amount is required, small capitalization, a more versatile, and the low volume enterprise, right? These are the characteristics. What are the characteristics of an independent single store ownership structure? Huge amount, small capitalization, more versatility, and a low volume enterprises. This benefits of independent retailing is when deciding on the store format, location, and strategy, there is flexibility for independent store ownership. You can decide your own about the store format. You can decide upon the location and the strategies. These store do not require uniform location requirement like chains do. That is, uniform locations requirements are not mandatory for these types of the stores. Investment expenditures for the rent, furniture, personals, and goods can be kept at to the minimum. Within the store, responsibilities are quite well defined, right? Independent stores frequently take on the role of experts in a specific segments of goods and service industry. So they take on the role of the experts in a specific segment or the service industry. They become more effective and can persuade customer to shop at the specialty stores. The owner operator is frequently on site, and independents have to great influence over their strategy. So because it is an independent store owner, the owner operator is frequently on site, and when the owner is on site, and independent have a great influence over the strategy. They have the great influence over the strategy. Since only one store is run, independents many may simply maintain consistency in their efforts. Because there is one store, so they can maintain the consistency in their effort. Owner operator frequently possesses a high sense of entrepreneurial zeal due to their high level of operational and management independence. Because this is a single ownership type of independent store, so they have a important thing is they have entrepreneurial zeal, and they have a high operational and management decisions. They can independence, they can take the operational and management decision by their own. There are certain limitations of independent retailing. What are the limitations of independent retailing? Because they frequently make small volume purchases, independent may not have much negotiating power with the suppliers. Right? When you are purchasing the small amount, then the purchasing power, that is the negotiating power, goes down, because they purchases a small volume. Right? So they might not have the negotiating power, they might not have that good negotiating power with the suppliers. Independents are typically unable to benefit from the scale of economics while purchasing and keeping goods, right? Because they keep they purchases the low volume, so they're typically unable to benefit from the scale of volumes, scale economies, while purchasing and keeping the goods. Operation can involve lot of manual labor, little computerization is there, manual ordering, taking taking, item making, cash register use, and bookkeeping are all possible. So because it is an independent retailing, they have a less, they want to invest, or they have a less capital to invest, right? So the operation involves a lot of manual labor, right? There is a less computerization. They order manually, they take inventory taking is manually, that they make the cash register use and bookkeeping, all have been done manually. Independents are restricted to their access to media because of the comparatively high expenses of TV advertisements, magazines, and the newspaper, because of their financial constraints. So they are restricted to their access, and they want to cater to the, and they are meant to be catered to a specific location, right? So independents are restricted to their access to the media because of the comparatively high expenses of TV advertisements, magazines, and the newspaper. Overdependence on the owner, which can lead to delays in the decision making and problem solving, is a major issue of independent retailing. Because the owner is the one who has to take a decision. So overdependence on the owner can delay the decision making and the problem solving, right? Then store and non-store based retail format. What is the store based and what is the non-store based retail format? As we all know that the store based and the non-store based retail format means what? There are certain characteristics of a retailers, right? The first characteristic of retailer is, before we go to the store based and non-store based, there are certain characteristics of the retailer, that is, it is based on the market needs. Retailer concentrates and tries to satisfy the needs of a specific market. The target market may be the mass market, it could be the exclusive market, it could be the specialty market, depending on the size of the market, right? So based on the size of the market, so a characteristic of the retailer is, the first and the foremost thing which retailer should keep in mind, that they try to satisfy the needs of the customer. They try to concentrate and try to satisfy the needs of a specific market. You cannot satisfy the needs of each and every niche or the market, right? You are there to specify the needs or the wants of a specific niche or a specific market. That market could be a mass market, that market could be a exclusive market, that market could be a specialty market. What is the mass market retailers? Mass market retailers are the, as the name indicate, mass market. When the retailer uh, uh, satisfy the needs of the mass, right? That is the broadest segment of the retailing. That is the broadest market segment, which caters to almost all the customers' needs and wants for a certain basic products. Mass market retailers are the broadest market segment, which cater to almost all consumers' needs and wants for a certain basic product. As there are many merchant in this segment, there is an intense competition in this group of the business. So mass market is when you want to cater the needs of the mass market, right? And there are when the almost all the customer needs and wants for the certain basic products have been catered by the retailer, and there are many merchant in this segment. And there is an intense competition in this business, as the name indicates, that where you cater the needs of the masses. And uh, mass when you are cater the needs of the masses, many others are cater the needs of the masses. There is an intense competition because the niche is larger now, right? Because this is the broadest market segment, the niche is larger, so there is an intense competition in the market, right? Next type of retailer is exclusive market retailers. What is exclusive market retailers? Distinguish themselves through their product offerings, which may persuade some customer to spend more. The target market is typically at the upper end of the market and not particularly big. So exclusive market retailers are those retailers, they distinguish themselves through their product offering. What type of products they offer, they distinguish it themselves by that, which may persuade some customers to spend more, right? You might be offering that type of the product which are not available elsewhere, or which are not easily available, right? You might have something different from others. You are offering something different from others, right? And for which the customers are ready to spend more. This is exclusive market retailer, when you offer the exclusive type of the products or to the exclusive customers. It is for the exclusive customers, right? That is, they distinguish through their product offering, which may persuade some customer to spend more. The target market is typically at the upper end of the market and not is particularly big. And the niche is the upper class, right? Those who want to spend more, and this niche is not that big, is particularly not that big. That is the exclusive market retailer. Then the specialty market, in the middle of exclusive and the mass market, where there are more possibilities for the product line or lines, but the market is still sizable, is the specialty market. Specialty market, it comes between the mass market. Mass market is what? Mass market which caters to the needs of the masses. That is the mass market. Exclusive market is which offers the exclusive, which caters the needs of the exclusive customers, or which offers the exclusive product to some exclusive customers. And in between this mass market and exclusive market comes the specialty market. Specialty market is where there are more possibilities for a product line, right? There are more possibility for the product line. That is the specialty market, but the market is still sizable. The niche is not that big. In mass market, the niche or the segment is very big. In exclusive market, the niche or the segment is small, is particularly not big. But in specialty market, this is sizable, right? Then second is, you can distinguish it on the basis of the market needs. So characteristic of a retailer, it could be on the base of the market needs, whether you are catering the needs of the masses, whether you are catering the needs of whether you are a exclusive retailer, or whether you are a specialty marketer or a specialty market type of a retailer, right? So you can distinguish it on the basis of the market needs. Then you can the retailer could be on the basis of the assortment and the variety, right? The most fundamental aspect that reflect the characteristic of retailer is its merchandising. What type of a product you are offering? Retailer compete based on the selection and the variety. Retailer competes on the basis of the selection, on the basis of the variety. Very often known as the width of the product is the quantity of several product line on merchandising categories, right? Right? What is see, you can distinguish the characteristic of a retailer is on the basis of assortment or the variety, whether what type of merchandising the retailer is offering. That again it depends on the that depends on the quantity and the variety of the product line a retailer is offering, right? That is in this category the retailer compete on the basis of the selection and the variety. Variety often known as the width of the product. Variety it compete on the basis of the variety. Variety is what? The width of the product. What is the width of the product? Width of the product is the quantity of the several product line or merchandising categories. In contrast, assortment refers to the variety of option available within the specific product category. The what is the width of the product? It is the quantity of several product line or merchandising category available to the retailer, or assortment is what is the assortment? Assortment refers to the variety of options available within the specific product category. Variety of options available within the specific product category. In this category, how many varieties of options are available, right? Another name for assortment is the depth of merchandising. That is known as the depth of the merchandising. That is when there is a product line, how that is the uh, uh, how many options you have for a particular product category. That is known as the assortment. Variety is known as the width of the category, while assortment is known as the depth of merchandising. Depth is how many things you have of the similar type of how many varieties do you have of this particular product category, right? And the width of the product is the number of the, that is the known as the quantity of the several product line. That is the quantity of the product line. Next is general merchandisers. They carry a broad range of product categories. Retailer takes uses volume to increase the sales in what is referred to as a shallow depth. What is the general merchandiser? They keep the product what moves in the market. They carry a broad range of product categories. Broad range of product categories. A retailer take use of volumes to increase the sales in what is regarded as a shallow depth. Specialty merchandiser, they make only carry a single product category, yet the selection is vast. General merchandiser is they have a broad range of product. They have a broad range of product categories, and retailer take use of volumes to increase the sales. They take use of volumes to increase the sales. What is the volume? I told you what is the volume, right? So volume to increase the sales in what is referred to as a shallow depth. Specialty merchandiser, they may only carry a single product category, yet the selection is vast. Is the specialty merchandiser, you are offering a single product category, but still you have a, so you have many varieties of that product categories. Then third is retailer based on the pricing strategy, right? First was the retailer based on the market they serve, right? Whether they serve the mass market, exclusive market, or what type of a market they serve, right? Second, we discussed about the based on the assortment and the variety, whether you are a specialized, whether you carry a, what is the depth of the merchandise you are carrying, what is the variety, whether you are a general merchandiser or a specialty merchandiser. Third is retailer based on the pricing strategy. Retailer must determine whether to utilize price as a mean of competitive advantage or an alternative means. Different methods are employed for pricing. So when retailer compete in the market on the basis of the price, when the retailer pay due attention on the pricing strategies. Retailer must determine whether to utilize price as a means of competitive advantage or as an alternative means. Whether you want to play on the price or whether you use it another way, right? Discount, right? Different methods are employed for the pricing, like discount rates. Retailers sell the product with the low profit margin. These shops want to sell lot of product and have a low overhead cost to earn a profit, right? So discount rates, that is you are playing on the strategy, but you are not you are playing on the pricing strategy. In this you are offering the product at the lesser cost than your competitor, right? Why you do this? Because you want to sell a lot of the product and you keep the margins low, profit margins low. And how can, and to when your profit margins low, then you have to lower the overhead cost or cost to turn a profit, right? When someone, if you are offering the product on the discount rates, then you have to keep your overheads low so that you can earn the profit. And the retailers sell the product at the less profit margin so that they can sell a lot of products. Next is competitive pricing. Retailer wants to appeal to as many market segment as possible. The store do not appear to be the charging premium prices, but also do not appear to be competing on the low cost. Retailer increases customer value by providing a reasonable quality product and the ambience, right? So competitive pricing is when you are not offering the price at the lower or at the discounted rate, or if you are, you even if you and as well as you are not offering the prices at the premium rates or premium prices, you are not charging the premium price, right? You are not offering the product at the discounted rate and you are not offering the product at the premium price, but in between the premium price and the discounted rate you are playing, right? In between these two, that you are charging a competitive price, right? What your competitors are pricing, as per you are charging charging the price for your product, right? But what in this competitive pricing, the retailer increases the customer value. How can you increase the customer value? By providing reasonable quality product and the ambience. Ambience plays an important role in the retailing, and no doubt the reasonable quality product plays an important role, right? So competitive pricing is you are not offering product at the discounted rate, or you are not offering the price product at the discounted rate, or you are not charging the premium prices, right? So this is the competitor, and you are charging according to your competitors as per the market, right? You are charging the product, you are pricing the product as per the market, right? And in return you are offering a good quality product and a good ambience to the customers. Then the premium pricing is the top end of the market, which is less price sensitive, right? Is what the retailers seek. Various services and customized solution increases the value. Although it is unlikely that these retailers will sell in extremely large volumes, the profit margins are quite significant. Premium pricing is the top end of the market. right? When you offer your product to the less sensitive, less price sensitive, when your customer is less price sensitive, right, they don't care about the price, they want a product according to their requirements, right? So the premium pricing is there, right? The various services and customized solutions increases a value. When you want something, when you are offering something as per the needs, or even you are able to customize the product as per the needs of the customer, then you can charge the premium pricing. So various services and the customized solution increases the value. Although it is unlikely that these retailer will sell extremely large volume, they don't sell the large volume, but their profit margins are quite high, quite significant. They keep the profit margins significantly higher, right? So this is the premium pricing. They are, the niche is not price sensitive. Then the retailer based on their promotional mix, then we can the retail we can characterize the retailer on the basis of the promotional mix. Retailer use several promotional techniques and media platform to stimulate customers interest in their established in their items. So they use retailers, it is required, they should use, and they use several promotional techniques and media platform to stimulate the customers, and we can distinguish them, right, like advertising. The best way to attract the customer is still through the traditional mass media advertising, such as found in the newspaper or on the televisions. Online marketing and outdoor advertising are also becoming more significant. For the retail advertising, you might have seen the hoardings, right, or the posters. That is, and online advertising nowadays are very important, right? You might have seen advertising of the various retailers or the various organization on your that is on YouTube or on your Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else, right? So online marketing and the outdoor advertising also plays a significant important role in retailing, right? They are significantly important, and the no doubt that the best way to attract the customer is advertising, and still the traditional media and plays an important role, but nowadays outdoor advertising and online advertising also plays an important role. Next could be the direct mail. Through direct mail you can advertise about your product or the services. It includes a variety of promotional materials such as sales letter, postcard, newsletters, and the promotions or the and the brochures. When you send the promotional material, just such as a sales letter or a postcard or a newsletter or a brochure, through direct mail you can advertise about your product or your business. Promotion of sales is the most significant strategy. It includes the discounts, it includes the rebates and other price promotions. Promotion of the sales promotions. What is sales promotion? To increase the sales, at times company gives the rebates or the discounts or other price promotion, right? That is because of the 15th of August. On 15th of August you might have seen that 50% off, buy one get one free, summer offer, winter offer. All these are the promotional sales, promotion of sales. Through this you are promoting your sales as well as advertising, and it is the mean of advertisement too. Next is personal selling. Retailer must use their interpersonal ability exclusively or extensively, particularly when selling the high-end products. This can be done by convincing customer to buy higher value product than they had initially planned to, as well as by suggesting that they buy related goods. Additionally, it is called buyer's seller's diet. Personal selling. See, through personal selling you can do this. Personal selling is when you are offering the product or the services, right, that which are particularly high end product, right. In this, the salesperson, the retailer must use their interpersonal abilities extensively. It depends on the retailer, how that retailer will, or the salesperson or the retailer will convince the customer for the high end product. So it depends on the interpersonal ability of the retailer, right? How to convince a customer for the high end product. This could be done through the, it depends on the convincing power or the interpersonal ability of the retailer, right? And through this, if you could convince the retailer to buy the high end product, then they had initially planned to, right. Or then again, if you could suggest the related product, right? Related goods. If you are purchasing this, you can purchase it, right? You can. Yeah, it will help you out in this way, right? And these two products are associated with each other. They are related, and you will get it at this cost, right? You will get. Will this is this product has, we are offering this product along with this product. If you will buy this product along with this product, you will have to pay less. That depends again on the interpersonal skills of the retailer. How will you convince the customer to buy the high end product as well as the related product, right? Then the retailer, based on the methods of distribution, how will you distribute? Based on the method of distribution used by the retailer, they can be classified as a store based and the non store based retailer, right? Distribution, store based retailer, how will you distribute your products, right? Store based retailer, the traditional and popular way for people to purchase goods and services is in personal. When you visit that store and you purchases that product or services, customer must physically visit the store location to do this. Based on the location and the physical connectedness of a retail store with one or more store outlet can be further categorized on. See, so store based retailer where where the customer has to go to the store for the purchases, right. So on the basis of the location of the store or physical connectedness of the retail store with one or more other stores, we can further classify it into the independent location. Stores that are not connected to other retail establishment are known as the standalone locations, right. Standalone locations are that stores are not connected to other retail establishment. No other retail establishment is there, then that is the standalone location. You might have seen uh, stores or shops in your colonies, right, that are not located or connected to other retail establishments, that are known as the independent location. Then the strip shopping mall, this involves a physical connection of two or more outlets that are sharing the resources like parking, right. So strip shopping malls are when there are two or more than the two outlets, right, and they are sharing the resources like the parking space or other spaces. Then the mass retail outlet that can be found in the malls and other shopping areas are the mall retails, right. When they are right, like in shopping complex, when you go to the shopping complex, then that is known as the mall retail. Or when you go to the malls, right, that is known as the mall retail, right. Next is the downtown central business district. It is also known as the downtown region and the traditional market. The store's location is sometimes considered as the most crucial component of the retail mix. Then the business district, central business district is there, downtown central business district is there. In this downtown region is known as the traditional market. Traditional market is there, and there are many retail stores which are offering the same or the different type of the product, right. So store location, this store location is considered to be the most crucial strategic component of the retail mix. It is the most important component of the retail mix. Then the non-store retailer, these are the store retailers. Store retailer could be independent store retailer, right? No other retail store is there. Strip shopping mall is there when there are two or three retailers are there and they are sharing some location. Then the mall retail is there. Mall retail is when there are outlets found in the malls and other shopping areas, and downtown is the traditional market areas. Non-store retailers, what are the non-store retailers? Customers can make purchases from their handy places without having to physically visit to the retail site. A vending machine could be a non-store retail. Direct marketing could be a non-store retailing. Online sales are effective strategies. Multi-channelizing is a practice of a retail trying to reach the customer through more or one channel of the distribution. So you can distribute the product either through the store retailing or through the non-store retailing or through both, right? Then again depends on your strategy whether you want to offer the product through store, that you want that people should visit or the customer should visit to your store, right? Then that is store based retailing. Non store based retailing is when customers don't have to move to the any of the place or to go to the any of the physical store, and then even they can get their product, right? Like through vending machine you can get your product, through direct marketing you can get your product, through online sales you can get your product, right? So all these are very important. Retail location strategies. We discussed about the location. Location plays a very important role. Standalone or other type of a location. We discussed about it. Now, retail location strategy. How to decide where you want to open your retail store, where we should open the retail store, right? And this strategy is very important. Importance of location decision in retailing. Locational choice is a major cost factor because cost is involved in the location, right? So one should wisely choose the location because majority of cost goes on the location. It involves a large capital investment, the high cost of land or building if it is being purchased, or recurring cost of rent if it is leased. So it is the major cost factor, and it involves a large capital investment. It affects the transportation cost structure, that is distance from the manufacturer, distributor, etc., and it affects the total cost of the transportation. So it is very important while you are discussing or while you are deciding on the location, you must consider various factors. There should be various factors in your mind. The first is the major, because the cost, this location is the major cost because it involves the major capital investment in the form of the purchase if you are purchasing the lands or the buildings, or in form of the rent if you have to pay if you are renting out a building or a location, right? Second is you must consider the effect of the transportation or the cost structure, right? How much cost will occur in the transporting of your goods through from manufacturer or through distributors, right? It affects the total cost. So transportation cost must be taken into account. It has a significant bearing on human cost. If the retail store is located away from central location, that is area where public transport is weak, the cost of employees will be higher, as the employees will have to be provided with the transportation or paid for the transportation. So location, that again the human resources cost depends on the location. If you are away, if your store or if you are away from the central position, then you will have to pay more to your staff. It depends on the quantum of the customer traffic, depending on the number of customers who frequent the area. So it depends on the quantum of the customer traffic, what is the footfall of the customer of that area. So if footfall is negligible or no customer or hardly any of the customer visit that place, then it is of no use to open that your shop at that place, right? So it depends on the quantum of the customer traffic. Second is it affects the volume of the business. If the number of customers visiting the store are low, then the volume of business done by the retail store are obviously affected, right? So it affects the volume of the business. When footfall is less, when the less customer visits your store, then obviously the volume of business will be low, right? Aspects of locational decision and influencing factors. Right. What are all aspects we should consider while making a decision on the location, and what are the influencing factors which influence the locational decision? The size of the city's trading area. A city's trading area is the area from which customer come to this city for shopping. A city's trading area could include its suburbs as well as neighboring cities and towns. So it depends. The location area is the size of city's trading area, right? So it depends on the number of the customer visits that shopping complex or city that come to that city for the shopping, and whether that city trading area includes the suburbs as well as the neighboring cities and the towns. So you must consider this aspect, right? The population of the trading area. High growth in the population of the area can also increase the retail potential, obviously, right? Now, then purchasing power of the customer plays an important role. Suppose the population of the area is growing, right? There is a high growth in the population of the area, but purchasing power of the customers could not be that good, right? So it is important that the purchasing power of customers should be high. Then the, or if it is not that high, or if it is not, the purchasing power is not good, then even if there is a high density of the population, it is of no use. Then distribution network. A city may become specialized in certain lines of trade and attract customers from other cities, right? So distribution network, that if city is specialized in this certain line, then the customers from the different cities come and for the purchasing. So it plays an important role, right? If city is specialized in this certain line, think about it. Number, size, and quality of the competition. It is important to undertake the competition. Detailed study about your competitors, right? About the number of your competitor, what are the size of your competitor, right? What the quality of the services, right? Uh, they are offering, right? So detailed study about the number of the retailers across the segment. They are, you should know about their sales, about the quality of the services or the goods they are offering, right? The cost of the land, rent, and the other retail development cost plays an important role. This is one of the key factor that one should be considered, right. If the cost of the or if the cost of rental or cost of land is very high, it would difficult for retailer to break even, especially if he is dealing with the product of the lower margin. So cost of the land or the rent plays an important role. Then evaluation of factor for location of store. How what are the factors you should evaluate while you are selecting the location of your stores? There are various factors which one should evaluate before selecting the location of the store. The first is qualitative and the quantitative dynamic of competitive stores. Prospective retailer should evaluate the product line carried out by the other stores, number of stores in that areas before selecting the specific area. So one should be aware about the competition, right? How many competitors are there? What are the size of the competitor? What type of the products they are offering or the services they are offering? They should know about the quality of the product offering, right? So qualitative and quantitative dynamics of competitive store should be there. Prospective retailer, they should evaluate the product lines carried by the other stores. whether the areas or shopping center provides easy access routes, right? How accessible your store is it easy for the customer to come to your to visit to your store? Whether there are any traffic jam or congestion on the routes of the selected locations, if there are congestions or the traffic jams, then people usually avoid to go there. Whether there are any zoning regulation in the city as per the plans of zoning commission and municipal corporation regarding the development of shopping center, residential areas, flyover, etc. So it is very important that you should consider about the zoning regulations. If there are any, do take care of those things, right? Now we can, on the basis of the location, we can divide the market or the stores into three types. That is the isolated stores, planned market stores, and the unplanned market. So on the types of the location, you can be an isolated store, there could be a planned market or the unplanned market. What is the isolated store? These stores have typically no other retail store in the close vicinity, right? No other retail store is there. You are the only one, isolated, as the name in uh, states, isolation. Isolated means no one else is there. Their location depends on the pulling power of the customers. The advantage of isolated store is that there is no competition. The rentals are low as it is not commercial areas. Further, they have better visibility than other stores. Then constantly upgrading their facility as per the requirement. Right. So isolated store is that store where no other retail store is there in close vicinity. There are certain advantages of the stores, that there is no competition, rents are low, right? Then you can have a better visibility than other stores, and they constantly upgrade their facilities as per the requirement. But there are certain disadvantage of this type of store. What is the what disadvantages? It is difficult to attract the customer as their travel distance may be high. Just to visit a single store, people will not prefer to go to that place where there is a single store. So to attract the customer could be difficult. The lack of variety for customer, that has limited choice of merchandise to select from. Again, if there is a lack of merchandise or a lack of variety, then customer might have a limited choice to select from, merchandise to select from. Again, it creates a problem. High cost of advertising, as initially a high budget will have to be allocated to attract customer to the store. So you have to, because you are a standalone or isolated store, you have to advertise more, right? To let the people know about you. There is no sharing of cost like shopping center. The isolated stores are the stores you usually find inside the housing colonies, which may be like local kirana store or on the highways as a shopping destination. They are the isolated store. Then the unplanned markets. What are the unplanned markets? Unplanned markets are basically markets that come up with no systematic planning. There is no systematic planning, and the market comes up or grooms like this only. For example, the market in the older part of the city, or where planned market over the time have become unplanned market due to poor municipal lanes and unplanned growth of the market, right? Here one also finds that there are multiple stores selling the same product. Unplanned market is what, where that market come up with no plan, or even if there was it was planned, but because of the growth of these cities and because of the these planned market become unplanned because of the growth of the cities or because of the poor municipal lanes or unplanned growth of the markets, right? So this is unplanned market, which is unplanned or might be planned in the older times, right? They might be planned, but over a period of time, over a time, they they become unplanned because of the increase in the population, or increase of the because of the changes in the cities, or because of the poor municipal lanes. They become unplanned, right? Yeah, here you may find the multiple stores selling the same product. The advantage of unplanned market for the retailer are that the rentals are very low and have a good access to the public transports, right? Normally in unplanned market, the access to the transports are really good, and the availability of variety of goods to the customers, and you can offer a variety of goods to the customers, right? The disadvantages are difficult in attracting customer because of lack of proper parking facilities, no sharing of cost, and lack of space for setting up the larger outlets or for the expansion of the existing outlets. In isolated, you can expand your business, right? But in unplanned market is that market which is unplanned, or which was planned in some previously it was planned, but because of the changes in the cities, or because of the because of the poor municipal lanes, it become the unplanned, right? And in unplanned market, you may find the number of retailers selling the same type of the product, right? So the customer have an advantage that they might get a best deal, right? And the advantage of unplanned market for the retailer is that the rentals are low, right? And they have a good access to the public transport, and availability of a good variety to the customers. The disadvantage is because of the unplanned municipal lanes, there could be a lack of proper parking facilities. It may be a disadvantage for the customer as well as for the retailer. Then no sharing of cost, right? And there is, because it is unplanned, there is a lack of space. There is no space for the setting up a larger outlet. If you want to set up a larger outlet, you cannot do it there because of the lack of the space. Or if you want to expand the existing outlet, then again it becomes difficult, right? Now the planned market are the shopping complexes and the malls. The advantage of planned market are they are well rounded assortment of stores, making it a one-stop shopping experience for the entire family. Planned market which has been planned, right? Planned market is that market which has been planned, and example of planned markets are the shopping complexes or the malls. They are the planned market. These markets have been established, the malls have been established, they are the planned market. The advantages of the planned market is that there are the well-rounded assortment of the stores. There could be the variety of stores. You might get variety of things from these stores, right? And this makes a one-stop shopping for the entire family. There could be a shop which might be offering apparels for females, or for another might be offering something for children, right? A toy shop could be there, right? Or some you might get some sports goods from a shop might be offering some sports good. So that the it is a well-rounded assortment, that there is a well-rounded assortment of the stores are there. The malls have a very large anchor stores, which are either the departmental stores or stores which have a crowd pulling capacity. This is one of the main advantage of the malls, that is they have the anchor stores. Or the anchor stores could be the departmental stores, or the stores which have the good crowd pulling capacity, because that store is there, people will come to visit to that store, people want to shop from that store, so people come there. When they come to that complex or the market or the mall, then it might help other retailers too. So this anchor shop plays an important role. In these malls, you have a variety of stores. restaurants and services offered. You might get, there could be a variety of stores might be offering the different products. There are variety of restaurants and these services. There is a high pedestrian traffic in this market. All the retailer in the market share the cost, like lighting up of the market for the festival, or undertaking the joint promotions to promote the market, in which mall also supported by the mall management. So cost sharing is there, right? Cost sharing, like for the in any festive season, if there is any lightning up, then the all the retailers share the cost of the lightning up, right? Then they undertake the joint promotions to promote the market, because it benefits the all. And which in mall is also supported by the mall management. Mall management also supports the retailer. The disadvantage of such market are the limited flexibility. Flexibility is limited and the rents are quite high, right? They are higher than the unplanned market, and it creates a highly competitive environment and domination of the market by the anchor stores. Then this type of the market become the highly competitive market, and this type of market is dominated by the uh, anchor market, right? So it is very important that you should consider various factor whenever you are trying to enter into the business factor. Location plays a very important role, and the ownership and the location both are the important factor which must be considered while you are entering into a retail business, right? So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.